Marvel Legend list. This time we got the top 10 Hasbro mistakes. So at number 10, one of the first mistakes I showed was that they didn't put a Build-A-Figure piece in figure packages, and yet they still charged us the $20. 2005 was when Build-A-Figure started with Galactus. Hasbro continued it in 2007 with Annihilus and ended in 2009 with Nemesis. And then they started back up with after a 3-year break with Terrax in 2012 and have continued since. But in the Epic Heroes wave, they gave us figure stands. In Walgreens, they've just given us figures with no Build-A-Figures. And also in the Vintage wave, they've just given us figures. And still charges us a $20 price. So I'm not sure what's going on with their thinking on these figure waves. If they're just trying to make some money back or what, but they're skimping out on us with these figure waves. Number 9, giving us tiny Build-A-Figures like Puck, Rocket Raccoon, Hit Monkey, Jubilee, Mantis, Okayo. Toy Biz gave us huge ones like Apocalypse, Giant Man, Sentinel, Galactus. Hasbro did give us 2, Bang Bang Boom and Blob, that were larger, but I believe they're just trying to be cheap and giving us small figures now instead of these larger ones. To me, in my opinion, a Build-A-Figure can fit in a package. It's not a Build-A-Figure. But here's a few of them that have come out, and here's what we've also seen from Toy Biz standpoint. They can stomp on the little ones. So number 8, they've been repainting and putting out repeat figures from exclusives that have been harder to find and have been rarer figures. So you got Dormammu, Abomination, Enchantress, Brother Voodoo, Jane Foster, Black Bolt. We're just getting repaints of the same figures, and yet it doesn't make any sense why Hasbro keeps on doing this instead of giving us as collectors newer figures. It makes sense because they're just trying to reuse molds, but it doesn't make sense on a standpoint of a collector. So stop doing that. So number 7, repackaging Build-A-Figures in individual boxes. So similar to number 8, but this one really upsets me because Ares was one of the most rare, valuable Build-A-Figures we had. Had a $150 price tag at one time, and then they just re-released it as a $20 figure in the Thor and Ragnarok wave and actually made it look better. Groot and Thanos are 2 of the other ones that they've done the same thing to. Give it to us as a Build-A-Figure, and then give it to us again as an individual exclusive figure. It doesn't make any sense. So number 6, giving us characters over and over and over. Captain America, Daredevil, Iron Fist. We don't need any more of these figures for now. There's hundreds, and here's my list. You can pause as we go, but there are hundreds of C and D grade characters, even A grade characters that are in the comics today that need to be released. And this is my comic book list of comic accurate versions that need to be released. Just pause this, like I said, as we go, and you can see all of my wanted figures that I'm looking for Hasbro to give us here in our future. And there's over 200 here in my list. Matter of fact, right at 300. And I'm sure there's more that I don't even have on this list. Okay, so number 5, Emma Frost now we've gotten 3 times, and she still stinks. She's the worst figure Hasbro has done yet. We got to get a good Emma Frost out there. Get us a black suited version and a white suited version that she looks like the White Queen and the Black Queen, so that we can finally get one on our shelf. I've sold this figure so many times, and I just didn't even pick up the other one. I know it's one of the valuable figures out there. It's over $100 now going for the newer Hasbro figure, but it just doesn't look right. So number 4, showing images of figures on packages and not giving them to us. We got Rogue, White Doom, Age of Apocalypse, Jean, all kinds of others. Stop teasing us and actually give us figures. Okay? We need some of these figures in our collection. So number 3, again, it's a tease they gave us back in San Diego Comic-Con whenever they showed us figures. Baghead Spidey, Beast. You see this picture here, Lilandra, Silver Samurai, Storm, Alpha Flight there, Gambit. We need some of these figures. Here's the 2009 San Diego Comic-Con that they showed us so many figures, and did release some of them to us in Toys R Us exclusives, but there's so many we still haven't seen. They did give us a Brother Voodoo and a Multiple Man now, but not these same versions. I'd love to see the X-Babies. Instead of doing Build-A-Figures one day, throw us an X-Baby in there. Make it an X-Baby wave. Who knows? Baghead Spidey. We've seen a Blade. Not this Blade, though. This one looks better. We've seen a Havoc. Not this Havoc. This one looks way better. But this one's a big one right here. We need some more Hulk figures, and this is a great one that they could start with by giving us this Bi-Beast that they showed us years ago. So number 2, Marvel Universe has provided some bigger figures than Hasbro has. They gave us 2 Sentinels. This one's just as big as the Build-A-Figure from Toy Biz back in the day. Galactus was even bigger than the Build-A-Figure. Gave us the Skrull. They gave us the Goliath. They gave us the Frost Giant. These are all bigger than anything Hasbro has provided for a Build-A-Figure. My number 1, prices jacking up since 2002 from $7.99 to now $20. So Hasbro took over and raised the price on them from $7.99 to $9.99. There was a Fin Fang Foom series that was supposedly considered deluxe figures, and they were supposed to only be jacking the price up to $15.99 for that one wave, but they kept that price up for every wave after that that were not considered deluxe figures. Took a break, came back, 3-year break, came back, and the prices was then $20 each. Yeah, have a good one. But honorable mentions here, guys. Fantastic Four has come out in Walgreens exclusives, but they missed out on giving us variants. So they could have gave us a variant of every single Fantastic Four figure out there, plus giving us some of the ones that they were missing. Give us the white costume, the red costume, the F4, the kids. These could have been not only Walgreens exclusives, but also Walgreens variants at the same time, and given more and more and more availability to come out and purchase stuff at Walgreens. That was a missed opportunity. Big mistake. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Guys, appreciate the video and have a good one. Subscribe if you can. Give a like. Make a comment on what you think.